With right Garuda, newbies don't even have a look at other healers. Hello, my name is Storyteller, I remember, so you don't have to. I've been playing Summoners War Chronicle since it was released in Korea until now, and I'm making various guide and arena videos. Anyway, I heard that the global server will be released on March 9th, so I made a guide for newbies who are just starting the game. Welcome to Summoners War Chronicle world. First of all, there are various monsters in this game, but what many people are most curious about is which monster is good. So in this video, I will introduce good NAT3 monsters in PvE. Most games won't use NAT3, but Summoners War Chronicle is different. Of course, the performance of NAT5 is better, but it takes a lot of money and materials to grow. So when you are a newbie, it is recommended to raise around NAT3, which has good cost effectiveness. And this game has a restore function, so don't worry, you can get back all the materials and gold you used to grow NAT3. First of all, the NAT3 recommended by the fire attribute are Fairy, Gold, and Fixie. Fairy is a dealer who removes the opponent's attack up and defense up. Although the probability of getting rid of defense up is a little bit low, but it is a very good monster to apply attack down if the enemy does not have attack up. She is a good wide range dealer for newbies, and she helps newbies to clear TOAH 200 floor. I already made the video. Goro is specialized in removing the opponent's critical related buffs. If the removing is successful, attack up is used by itself, and if a second skill is used in that state, defense down is applied to the enemy. Runes are needed to make monsters stronger, and Tear Landscape is very popular because it gives blade and rage runes, which is necessary to dealers. Goro is very useful in Tear Landscape as it removes the boss critical related buffs and apply defense down. The next is the Pixie. This monster has Burn and Burn Explode, so she is a main dealer in the Seal Ruined Temple. However, this content is not important right now because it is a boss raid, therefore, there is no need to raise a Fixie first. For water attributes, Fairy, Frankenstein, Hellhound, and Garuda are recommended. Fairy is a healer and specializes in remove poison. If you remove poison, you increases your mana by 2, so you can actually use heal and remove poison for 1 mana. Sleep is frankly not useful. However, she plays a very important role in the Queen Spider nest, where you can get the runes you needed for tanker or healers. If you use only her first skill repeatedly, the stability in the Queen Spider's nest will increases. Frankenstein is a taunt tanker and has a passive that applies defense down to enemies and without being affected by defense down. And also, taunt is the lowest mana among the tanker, it's just 2 mana. Therefore, it is a pick that is often seen in PvP for newbies, and Frankenstein is mainly used to catch elementals in the Naraka raid. PvP and Naraka raid are not important for newbies, so there is no need to raise Frankenstein first. Hellhound is a damage dealer proportional to its attack speed. First skill and second skill have attack speed up buff, so you can see him biting enemies non-stop. Hellhound is the main dealer in Lava Cave, one of the rune dungeons. In Lava Cave, normal hit is important, so if you bring Water Hellhound, you will be able to clear it easily. Next is Garuda. It is a very good monster that greatly reduces the skill cooldown of allies, and it has wide area recovery. There is electric shock remover in recovery, and removing electric shock gives a very important buff that increases mana recovery speed. Whoa. Therefore, Water Garuda is very useful in the Laboratory of Madness, which using electric shock. I'm sure you won't die from electric shock if you use only Garuda's second skill. In the wind attribute, Pixie is very useful. Her first skill applies attack down to the enemy, and if the target is single, it also applies defense down. Oh. Most of the boss content has only one boss, so Wind Pixie can make a fool of the boss. Her second skill increases the attack and defense of nearby allies while lowering the attack and defense down level. Makes allies attack power stronger and defense power stronger. Makes enemy attack power weakens and defense power weakens. Wind Pixie is one of the best supporters. In the right attribute, Garuda is the best. It is no exaggeration to say that Right Garuda is the best of the NAT3. Like Water Garuda, it greatly reduces the skill cooldown of allies, and it takes wide area recovery. However, the difference is that instead of remove electric shock, it has revive. Electric shock is an effect that can only be used by certain monsters, but revive is very useful in all situations. With Right Garuda, newbies don't even have a look at other healers. For the Dark attribute, Fairy, Harpy, and Hellhound are recommended. The Dark Fairy is a strong dealer, attacks 2 enemies with first skill and stuns them, and the second skill gives a powerful single damage, and if the target is stunned, it gives even more powerful damage. Because the deal performance is so good, I recommended it to newbies, and she was the main dealer when I first cleared the Summoners War Chronicle main story. Next is Dark Harpy, which is still used by many users even though it is NAT3, because of its strong debuff performance. Her first skill is a stun attack, but she is not the main dealer, so let's see the second skill. She can apply defense down and damage taken up at the same time. Whoa. These debuffs are essential to inflict strong damage on a single enemy. Therefore, she is still often used as a main debuffer in boss fight including Raid. Last is Dark Hellhound. It is similar to the Water Hellhound but has a passive that increases attack speed, and the lower the HP, the faster the attack speed. It also has drain on its second skill, so it survives longer than a Water Hellhound. Dark Hellhound alive with little HP left, you will see Hellhounds biting everything like crazy. Wow. Anyway, this is the recommended NAT3 list for newbies. As I said, NAT5 requires a lot of gold and materials to grow, so if you try to start using NAT5 straight away as a newbie, you will fall behind. Therefore, it is recommended to take the steps for NAT5 step by step while growing NAT3 and NAT4 with good performance. I'm Korean, so I may have been poor at English, but I made this video with the hope that it would be helpful to newbies. If this video was helpful, please share this video with other newbies. Anyway, take a long look. Goodbye!